Live from the Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the Real American Streaming Experience with your guest host, Johnny Millwater. Tonight, join Johnny and his guests, Charlotte Rose Millwater. She's cool. Butch, William Shakespeare, Rumi, Alan Watts, and the music of Horn. Now, here he is. From the United States of America, it's Johnny Millwater. Hi, everybody. Uh-oh. It's gone wrong already. That's no good. Hold on. Whoop. Weak. Sorry, everybody. If somebody's watching right now, I appreciate you being here. We ran into some problems. Hold on just a minute. Oh, that's embarrassing. There we go. Let's try again. That goes here. Huh? Hi. And then the light goes here. And nothing's frozen. Hi, good morning, and hello to everybody. And by everybody, I mean Charlotte. Thanks for watching if you're still there. I'm your host, Johnny Millwater. I'm very excited to be here today. We got a great show lined up for you. Lots of funny stuff to do. But first, we got to do more warm-ups, huh? Let's start with red leather, yellow leather. Sing along if you know the words. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Let's go to the chat chalet. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Red leather, yellow leather. One black bug bled black blood. The black bug bled black blood. The black bug bled black blood. The black bug bled black blood. Amidst the mists of fiercest frosts, with barest wrists and stoutest boasts, he thrusts his fists against the post, and still insists he sees the ghost. Oh, what to do today, at a minute or two to two, a thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. For they'll beat a tattoo at 20 to 2, a rat-a-tat-tat, a tat-a-tattoo. And the dragon will come when he hears the drum. At a minute or two to two today, at a minute or two to two. One more. One hen, two ducks. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises, five Limerick oysters. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises, five Limerick oysters, six pairs of Don Alfonso's tweezers. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises, five Limerick oysters, six pairs of Don Alfonso's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonian warriors in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, 9 apathetic, diabetic, sympathetic old men on roller skates with a marked propensity for procrastination and sloth. All right, I'm all warmed up. You still with me, Rose Hunter? You out there, Rose Hunter 2022? Says we're getting started and it's just us. I'll let you make the first call. What would you like to see first? Would you like a riddle? Would you like to play a game? Would you like a song, maybe a poem? Type it in the chat and I'll do it just for you. Let's spin the wheel. Anything can happen when you spin the wheel. Feedback. Nobody in the room to feedback. Oh, game. All right. Charlotte has chosen a game. Let's go to the video game vault. Here we go. Type your words in the chat. For those at home, E-M-P-R-I-U. Empriu. Crime's a word. Umpire. That's the word. Get in there. You can do it. And you may have to leave. Well, I understand you got to go see a movie. Hope you have a good time. Nice. Prime. Okay, there's another one. Ripperop. Ripum. Prune. Marapum. Oh, Mom sent me a text. She told me that you were going to go see a movie and you were going to take an Uber. That's going to be fun. Poomer. Prime. Prune. Right. There we go. That's a word. Remove. Rhyme. Room. Plume. Plume's a word, but we don't have an L. Ream. Rumi. Rumi's one of my favorite poets. Merp. Hey, I got one. All right. Mr. P. Rip. Ripe. Ripum. Pipe. Mule. Mupe. Rump. One more point and I got it. All right, here we go. I did it. I'm going to the second level. USA. Oh, I'm very excited. It's very unusual when I'm by myself. I can get to the second level. Let's give it a shot right now, folks. Let's do a little celebration. Got to celebrate the wins. Here we go. For folks at home, Ycilunce. Yicklisons. Succulents. Lucky. Lucy. Nice. I'm going to put in nice because that's all I got. Oops, hold on. Nicely. There we go. That's better. Nicely. Milk. No, that's not how you spell icy. No. Hey, good to see you, Streamlab. Thanks for getting involved. Uncle. Boom. Got it. All right. Vaccinolo. I see. Nicely. I already did nicely, right? Did I do nice yet? Loosely. Lovely. Posture check. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that, Streamlabs. Unlikely. No, it almost fits. Unlice. Nicely. Nickel. Climb. Collier. Inaccurately. Nope. Incolalai. Got nothing. But climb? Word. Unlikely. Nope. That's it. Line. There we go. Didn't quit. That's the important thing. Didn't quit, folks. That's what you got to do. I'm going to adjust this so it looks a little better. Hold on. If there was somebody watching, I'd say, no, not right now. But since it's just us, what the heck? All right, let's head on to the chat chalet, see how everybody's doing. Nice. Hey, Charlotte's still there. Nice, definitely would have worked. Good guess. Very, very good. So you're still out of the movie. What movie are you going to see, do you know? I'm excited. Are you going to get to see that the Pets movie, like the DC Universe Pets, like Superman's dog? Are you going to see that one with Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart, I suppose? I got to remember how hard it is to have a conversation with the TV for you folks at home. It's weird. Weird. I understand that. Well, tell you what. Let's see. I'm going to take a couple. Hey, hide. Well, there's nobody here. Let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Video game, round 2. Let's try it again. Back to the video game vault. All right, it says in the chat there that our favorite person, Rose Hunter, is going to have to leave, unfortunately. Well, we're going to miss you, and we hope that you'll come back real soon. Thanks for watching. I love you. Be safe. See if I can't fix some of this up here. This doesn't look quite right. Let's see. Real gaming experience. Oh, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. Not it. That's not it. There we go. Bye-bye. Nice. That looks way better. All right, let's try again. I like this music. Ooh, gratitude book here. Well, friends, I'm grateful for my beautiful daughter Charlotte. How kind she is to me, and beautiful kids. Help. No pain today. How about that? For the looks of him, M-N-U-C-A-E. Out. In. Four. N-K-U. Malkin. Augment. Whoop, there you go. Good advice if you need mental health. Let's see. Augmentson. Muncie. Namakaya. Ang. Wow, this is embarrassing, folks. Well, it would be if anyone was watching. Can I be embarrassed by myself? I submit it. Inuma, immune, immunity. Inuma. In, there we go. I think I'm gonna make it, folks. Uncle. Uncle. Like if your uncle takes you to the cinema, that's Uncle Minima. Cinema. But there's only one E, so anima. Human. Unk. Onk. So I'm just going to play the sad music here because that's just, We try. Let's spin the wheel. Out. I'm not doing a third ninja game. I feel like doing something. Just this side of right here. Come on, give me something good. Song. All right, let's go camping. I'm gonna sing 16 ton. Some people say, some people say a man is made out of mud, but a poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bone, a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 ton, and what do you get? You get another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Do, 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 do. I was born one morning while the sun didn't shine. I grabbed my shovel and I went to the mine. I load 16 ton of number 9 coal. Straw boss holler, well damn your soul. You load 16 ton, and what do you get? You get another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning in the drizzle and rain, fighting in trouble in my middle name. You see me coming, you better step aside. A lot of men didn't and a lot of men died. You load 16 ton, and what do you get? You get another day older and deeper in debt. Hey Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Bye, Charlotte. Have a good time. I love everybody. Bye. Tree's back. There we go. Let's head on back to the cat chalet. Goodbye to Charlotte Rose, who was watching. Thanks for being my guest today. I hope you had some fun. Let's see, nobody else is in the chat, so let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Ding, 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 ding. Hope something fun comes up. ASMR. I don't want to do this. This makes me uncomfortable. Let's do something else. Okay. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Shakespeare. Let's head on down to the Shakespeare stage. Today, I shall continue my reading of Shakespeare's sonnets. As you may well know, we have gone, I believe, to 54, all the way down to sonnet 54. Sonnet 54 by William Shakespeare. Oh, how much more doth beauty beauteous seem by that sweet ornament which that truth doth give. The rose looks fair, but fairer we it deem, for that sweet odor which doth in it live. The canker blooms have full as deep a dye as the perfumed tincture of the roses, hang on such thorns, and play as wantonly summer's breath their masked buds discloses. But for their virtue only is their show. They live unwooed and unrespected fade, die to themselves. Sweet roses do not so. Their sweet deaths are the sweetest odors. And so of you, beauteous and lovely youth, when that shall fade, my verse fills your truth. Here's 55. This is Sonnet 55 by William Shakespeare. Not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme, but you shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone besmeared with sluttish time. When wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry, nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn, the living record of your memory. 'Gainst death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth. Your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity. Wear this world out to the So, till the judgment that yourself arise, you live in this, and dwell in lover's eyes. No, I'm going to give myself a round of applause. Yeah. A lot of sonnets. Proud of you. All right, let's keep going. Let's spin the wheel. Yeah. Feelings! Oh boy, here we go. Let's do feelings. All by myself in the chat chalet. Good. Feeling pretty good. I'm excited. This week I have a big show coming up for the Queen City Comedy Experience. I have the pleasure of hosting Johnny Millwater and Friends 3, which is a collection of some of my favorite comics in the area that I've met in my years here. So I get to see my friends again, get to see Tony Esposito, and get to see Andy Forrester, and get to hang out with some other cool people that I like, so that'll be fun. The rest of the week is just me and my family, so that'll be fun. The car broke down this week, so my wife's been borrowing the car. I've just been hanging out at the house for the most part. Not a lot of excitement. I've been anxious to start creating. One of the things we're doing today in our meeting is we're going to talk about what we enjoy in podcasts, and we're going to try to build a new one. That's what I think is going to happen. So I'm excited about that. I'm healthy. I'm positive. I'm not depressed or anything right now. I'm all right. I'd ask you how you are, but there's nobody watching, so. But enough about me. Let's spin the wheel. We got riddle. Let's head on down to the riddle room. What month of the year? No, it's too easy. I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? I'm tall when I'm young, but I'm short when I'm old. What am I? Consequently, hello. It's a candle. If you're watching at home, it was a candle. A candle is short when it's old. You get it. Hey, let's go to the chat chalet. Consequently's here. Thank you so much for coming, Consequently. We missed you. How you been? I'm good. I just did feelings a couple minutes ago. Things are nice. I'm healthy. I'm all right. And the last few Wednesdays, I've been doing shows for the Queen City Comedy Experience, so I've been missing. Yeah, it's the new Butch thing. Look at this. I tried to update it, so when it's me, it's kind of got my own feel to it, and then when it's Butch, it's his own thing. Thanks for noticing. Appreciate you saying so. So glad that you're here. Let's see, I have a show this Friday. It's called Johnny Millwater and Friends 3. It's the Queen City Comedy Experience, so I get to see a whole bunch of my friends. That'll be fun. How are you doing? You still talking to Yerrick? What's going on in your world? I haven't seen you in months and months and months. What you up to? Thanks for noticing, by the way. I appreciate that. I try to make it my own. Still have a dog to keep me company. Got a little neon sign up at the top there. That's fun. And an animated background. That's the Charlotte, North Carolina skyline there behind me. I'm just passing the time until you type in how you're doing. I'm so glad to see you. It's nice you to stick your head in. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I heard this Twitch thing. You've always had my back, and I appreciate it. It's been a little wild, real busy, ready for a long weekend next weekend. Oh, I hear that. Let's see, what's today? Long weekend next weekend. Labor Day next weekend? I lose track of the holidays. That sounds like, are you gonna do vacation? Are you gonna do something fun? You're gonna cook out? Do you do that in Connecticut? Are you allowed? I don't even know. I haven't been in a while. How are you gonna celebrate Labor Day? I celebrate Labor Day by doing nothing. Oh, Friday off is pretty good. That's not bad. I'm glad you get 3 days. Did you ever get everything organized? I remember you were working. Hold on, I have it written down somewhere. There we go. Remember last time we talked, you were busy because you were given the responsibility of implementing a new client data management system for your organization. Did you do that? Were you successful? Did you implement the new client data management system for your organization? How did it go? I'm emotional. Yes, mostly finished? I knew you could do it. Yes, happy for you. Glad you're making progress. New projects, anything you want to talk about? Is it a mouthful? I can help, I'm available. I'm just sitting here. Okay, fun. What's the new project you're working on? Remember at the beginning you were trying to lock down a location, and then you had the location, then it was the weekly meetings, I think, and then this whole thing. What's the new project? I'm going to start a new podcast. Ooh, a survey from the Legibetqua folks in the community. Very, very nice. Depending on the questions, I assume it's very, very nice. I get the impression it's probably very, very nice. Yeah. I did say podcast. See, the thing is, I did the Butch Hockersmith Saves America, right? And I had a whole team of people, and then they broke my heart, and it was a whole thing. But I'm starting to feel confident again. So my comedy group that I meet with on Sundays, I'm going to talk to them about trying to record something over the next few weeks. I'm not sure what it is yet, but we're going to talk about it. What do you enjoy in a podcast? What would you like to see and hear from a group of comedians? Just curiosity. I did say podcast. Thanks for getting involved. You're the greatest. I missed you. Thanks for checking in. Oh, okay. Nice. Thank you. Give you a second. Collect your thoughts. That's totally fine. Nice. This is just my laptop and a little ring light this big and a green screen that I sit on a chair. I love this thing. Oh, it's a little jazzy. Feels very Johnny to me. Yep. Hope you're having fun. Want more Butch? Of course they want more Butch. There's no Butch on this episode. This is a Butch-free episode. This is just coffee with a comedian. You like political or historical comedy? Ooh. Who's involved in historical comedy? The only historical comedy I can think of is, I know Eddie Izzard, he likes to talk about World War II and history. And of course, there was historical roasts. Those are really, really good. You're Dead to Me. I have not listened to the podcast You're Dead to Me. Sounds good. What's it about? Is it a comedy podcast? I can look it up. Let me ask you, have you listened to the Dead Authors podcast? As a historical fan, I think you'll enjoy it very much. It's called the Dead Authors podcast. It's hosted by the ghost of H.G. Wells, played by Paula Tompkins, and he brings his favorite comedians on playing authors. So somebody will come on as Mary Shelley and do an entire episode in character as Mary Shelley doing an interview. It's very, very funny. It's historically based. I think you'd enjoy it. But I'm going to check out You're Dead to Me. I'm also a big fan of Thrilling Adventure Hour. I don't know if you ever listened to Thrilling Adventure Hour. It's like 1930s radio, which I think is going to be the future of I think the future of podcasts is going to be short, entertaining pieces like 1930s radio. I really do. I think that's where it's at in the future. So I'm hoping that we can do some of that. Thanks for coming. Glad to see you. Still don't know how to get these numbers up. Tried to do the Discord, but it's a whole mess in there. Episode on Mary Shelley. There is an episode on Mary Shelley. Very nice. Cool. The host is from Horrible Histories, and he is a historian and a comedian on each episode who talk about a historical figure or time. Now that's genius. Historian and a comedian. That's it. That's the secret. Something and something. That's where it's at. And her mother too, which is interesting. Oh no, I didn't know about that. I knew Mary Shelley was kind of in charge of creating, at least according to the memes I've seen recently, she created science fiction. At least that's what everybody says. I'm sure H.G. Wells would have a different opinion on that. But I don't know anything about her mother. Oh man, that's nice. Got to do some research. If you watch Thrilling Adventure Hour, they have something called Sparks, Nevada, Marshall on Mars. It's a 15-minute comedy spot. It's a sci-fi western where Sparks, Nevada, who's a marshal on Mars, he fights the outlaw wrongs on Mars with the help of his sidekick Croach the Tracker, who's a Martian. It's very, very funny. Her mother was Mary Wollstonecraft, very early feminist. You know, I'm not familiar with Mary Wollstonecraft. In fact, I think she should drop at least one syllable. I think 2 English words is more than enough for her name. And Wollstonecraft, that's too much. That's too much. I think Mary Shelley made the right call, taking her father's name, Wollstonecraft. I'm familiar with Mary Wollstonecraft. All right, fine. You win. I'm going to look it up. Very early feminist. All right, let's see. Mary Wollstonecraft. Now, it says here that Mary Wollstonecraft is a writer best known for a vindication of the rights of women. Okay, here we go. Let's just go straight to the Wikipedia page. She was an English writer, a philosopher, and advocate of women's rights. And until the late 20th century, Wollstonecraft's life, which encompassed several unconventional personal relationships at the time, received more attention than her writing. Today, she is regarded as one of the founding feminist philosophers, and feminists often cite both her life and her works as important influences. Very, very nice. Early feminists. If I understand feminism correctly, the dictionary definition of feminism is thinking that women should have equal rights to men, which is such a simple thing that I have a hard time imagining the philosophy evolving. You know what I mean? Like in 1792, it was bizarre to think that women were the same or equal to men, but it's basically the same idea. Men and women should be treated equally. Still hanging in there, that idea. You know what I mean? You think we'd have a handle on it by now, but it's still a name for it. You know? I don't know. Gotta learn more about feminism. More that everyone should have equitable treatment regardless of gender. That's a much better way of putting it. Thank you very much. Everyone should have equitable treatment regardless of gender. I'm down with that too. Is that basically the same idea? I don't think it would have the phrase equitable treatment and regardless of gender. I don't think either of those phrases were probably used in 1792, but it's the same basic idea. It's a fascinating thing. I'll check it out. Listen, I'm going to spin the wheel. Just keep things going. It's nice to chat, though. It's good. Missed you. Just kind of feel like doing a thing. Hang out for a second. Oh, thank you. All right, posture check. Let's spin the wheel. The difference between equity and equality is really interesting. Well, if I've seen the meme, it's 3 people standing by a fence, and if they're all different sizes, and each person is standing upon a step that's appropriate for their size, so they can all see over the fence. It's not equal. The 3 of them have different size steps because they have different needs. That's my understanding between equity and equality. Once again, meme-based. Let's go to the Shakespeare stage. Love that part. All right. I've been doing the sonnets. Made it all the way down to number 56. This is Sonnet 56 by William Shakespeare. Sweet love, renew thy force, be it not said thy edge should be blunter, be thine appetite, which today by feeding is allayed, tomorrow sharpened its former might. So love be thou, although today thou fill thy hungry eyes even till they wink with fullness, tomorrow see again, and do not kill the spirit of love with a perpetual dullness. Let this sad interim like the ocean be, which parts the shore, where 2 contracted new come daily to the banks, that when they see return of love, more blessed may be the view, else call it winter, which being full of care makes summer's welcome thrice more wished, more rare. Good turn. Yeah, I like the sonnets. If you got a favorite, you could certainly request one. Thanks. You're so supportive. Thank you, consequently. I really missed you. I've been doing this without you for a few weeks, and it is not as fun. Thanks for coming. Head on back, spin the wheel again. Equitable treatment regardless of gender. So nice. Lovely turn of phrase. Movie. Oh, I don't have a movie. Sorry about that. Didn't have one loaded. Hey, no, I had a plan. Hold on. Hold on. Forget this. Let's head on down to the theater. All right, here's my plan. Okay, I actually am going to read something I wrote. This is stand-up comedy that I'm working on right now, and I need to rehearse it, so I'm going to practice it by performing it for you. Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny, and since the new year, I've gained so much weight, I'm thinking about changing my pronoun to they. I'm on this new anti-anxiety medication. It made me gain 40 pounds, but I'm not that worried about it. You know, when I was a kid, I was shy. Now that I'm a man, I have social anxiety disorder because they won't give you pills for shy. I used to be a stand-up comedian, but I'm a stay-at-home dad now. Well, not now, but earlier today, I was a stay-at-home dad. I'm not under house arrest or anything this time. I've just committed myself to domestic engineering. I cook the meals, I do the laundry, I sweep the floors, I wash the dishes, I take care of our 2 beautiful children and the other one. The point is, since 2020, I have become everything my father dreams my mother would be. And I've never been happier. So nice. Sometimes when the kids are at school, I have time to do like grown-up stuff during the day. And I mean, not grown-up stuff, but adult stuff. Like I like to watch scary stuff on TV, like American Horror Story, or what's that show with all the crazy-ass white people? Fox News. Oh, scary. Don't want the kids to see it, but it's scary. Last year, I got into black horror. I watched Get Out and Us and Lovecraft Country and Them and Waiting to Exhale. Have you seen those? Get Out and Us are movies directed by Jordan Peele. I thought they'd be funnier, but they're still excellent. I tried to get advance tickets for his new movie, but the guy was like, nope. Them and Lovecraft Country are black anthology horror shows, like Flava Flav. Lovecraft Country is about a black family that's bedeviled by cults and curses and creatures and Cthulhus and crazy-ass white people. Them is a TV series about a black family dealing with just crazy-ass white people. That's it. And as it turns out, that is plenty scary enough. And I'm not saying that most white people are scary. I'm saying most scary people are white. All right? You ever seen a horror movie? There's no horror movie without at least one homicidal honky. You got Jason Voorhees, Jigsaw, Michael Myers, Mitch McConnell. Hell, even Freddy Krueger is a dark-skinned white man. And I remind you, the only reason he's dark-skinned is because he was set on fire by a bunch of crazy-ass white people. He had it coming. Frankenstein's monster is several crazy-ass white people combined into one combo killer cracker. You know, I've seen 5 versions of Frankenstein. They're all white, like the whole body. What are the chances of that? You think there'd be at least one Filipino arm or something. Let's see, Pennywise, the Dancing Clown, Pinhead, the Joker, Dracula, Mr. Freeze, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Those dudes are offensively white. They're killing people wearing straight-up white face. Annie Wilkes, Agent Smith, Ghostface from the Scream movies is 7 or 8 different white people. Nancy Pelosi, Darth Vader. Darth Vader is just a crazy-ass white person on the inside. And the Terminator is just a crazy-ass white person on the outside. And don't give me that Candyman shit. You don't mess with Candyman. You got no problem with Candyman. You keep Candyman's name out your mouth, you got no issue with that guy. The only scary movie I can think of that doesn't have some kind of cuckoo killer Caucasian is Jaws. There are white people in Jaws, but they aren't crazy, they're delicious. Only white people are killed in that movie. Jaws has no victims of color. Being eaten by a shark is what you might call a white people problem. I'm going to tell you something right now, and I swear to you this is 100% true. I Googled, do black people get eaten by sharks? And it came back with a date. And now I'm on a bunch of weird mailing lists. January 15th, 1983. Black man, no name, just a black man was washed up on the shore in South Africa. Yeah, he was attacked by a apartheid-level shark. Anybody remember what kind of shark Jaws was? Great white. I rest my case. And don't get me wrong, I like most white people. There's some white people I love, like my wife. I married a white woman, which was the style at the time. There's a lot of white people in my family. Too many. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. Too many white people in my family. It feels very old-fashioned. You know, my wife is white. Both of my children are white. Woo! And they're straight, by the way. Which I know it's fine nowadays, but it still feels like I did something wrong. We all lack LGBT eligibility. White and straight and white, everywhere I look. My family tree is a birch, straight and white, all the way up. My father, my father's father, and his father's father's father before him were all Caucasian. They were all straight, and get this, they all married straight white women. Statistically, what are the chances of that? It's like some kind of multi-generational racist conspiracy, and it's happening all over the world. Just generation after generation of cis-het white people, mating with cis-het white people, producing more cis, mostly het, and entirely white people. It's a shameful legacy that has endured for hundreds of years, and it's got to stop. Now it's up to you, women of color. Make love to me, and together we can change the world. Black women, beautiful, strong black women. Who among you has the courage to bear my children for the good of humanity? Huh? Latinas, chicas mexicanas, señoritas puertorricanas, mujeres brasileñas, chicas del mundo. Let me be your poppy. Huh? Asian American Pacific Islanders. Please. Jew with a tan. Jew with a tan. All right, fine. A lot of you talk the talk, but clearly I'm the only one who really cares about inclusion. Here we go. That's a whole new bit. Crazy-ass white people. CAWP. Yes. I'm going to give myself a round of applause. I've never done my own material on the stream before. I need to practice it more often, so I think I'm going to start doing that. Thanks for watching. Glad you laughed a little bit. All right, let's head on back to the chat chalet. What's on you? Anything on your mind besides that? That was fun. I enjoyed that. I did a show this Wednesday, oh, thank you very much, awfully kind. I did a show, hey, it's supposed to show up on the screen, hold on. I don't want to miss this part, I love this part. Oh, there's the alert box. Oh well. Emote wall. There. Oh, there we go. Let's try again. Hey, would you do me a favor and send those emotes back on? One more round of claps for me. Be so kind. There we go. No, I don't want to update my Flash player. Me later. Okay, everybody's vanishing. Here, I'll try it. There we go. There we go. Now the chat wall's working again. He is a crazy-ass white person. There's a lot of them running around. All right then, let's spin the wheel. Thanks for not giving up on me there. Appreciate you. Oh, anything can happen when you spin the wheel. Equitable treatment regardless of gender. I can back that up 100%. Beautiful song. All right, then let's head on down to the campground. All right, let's find something cheerful. The Way You Look Tonight by George Gershwin. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. What's wrong with Gershwin? Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm trying. This is the only place I can think of where people sing without instruments is a campfire. That's about it. Yeah, like one guy, or maybe like on the street. Maybe if I was like a crazy, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But thank you so much. All right, let's head on over to the talk show desk. Wrong button. Love that timpani roll though, huh? That adds it. Here we go. That's what I meant. Nope. There we. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm back. We made it work. I just wanted to make sure I got the praise on tape. You know what I mean? I treasure these. Probably gonna watch these things on my deathbed. All right, here we go. Doing all right, consequently. Thanks for hanging in there. Let's spin the wheel. Thing can happen when you spin the wheel. What do we got? Wisdom. Oh, wisdom. Yay! I love wisdom. Let's head on down to wisdom. I got a whole bunch of roomie. I've been collecting my wisdom. A whole bunch by the great Persian poet, Rumi. Come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, it doesn't matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, even if you have broken your vows 1,000 times, come yet again, come. I have lived on the lip of insanity, wanting to know reasons, knocking on a door. It opens. I've been knocking from the inside. One more. Have to keep breaking your heart till it opens. You have to keep breaking your heart until it opens. That reminds me of a wonderful line from one of my favorite songs. You got to kick at the darkness till it bleeds daylight. Love. Oh, it's all right. You're not quiet. You're doing great. Thanks for caring. Thanks for letting me keep you company while you do the dishes. It's very kind. Let's spin the wheel. Ooh, Shakespeare. Nice. I'm so glad I'm not the only sonnet fan in the house because we are on our way, I believe, to 66. 7. Sonnet 67 by William Shakespeare. Being your slave, what should I do but tend upon the hours and times of your desire? I have no precious time at all to spend, nor services to do, till you require. Nor dare I chide the world without end hour, whilst I, my sovereign, watch the clock for you. Nor think the bitterness of absence sour, when you have bid your servant once adieu. Nor dare I question with my jealous thought where you may be, or your affairs suppose, but like a sad slave, stay and think of naught, save where you are, how happy you make those. So true a fool is love, that in your will, though you do anything, thinks no. Let's spin the wheel. I drink water while the wheels spin, in case you're curious what's going on behind the scenes. Wisdom again, let's head on down. This is my favorite Rumi quote. This being human, the guest house, Every morning is a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Treat each guest honorably. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide. Monologue. All right, cool. Let's head on down to the theater. Now, this is a little bit unconventional for me, but I am going to open up a book. I was just reading the past couple of weeks, I was reading No Country for Old Men. Cormac McCarthy made into an excellent movie, which won Best Picture, but beforehand was an excellent book. And half of the book is just monologues. Just the old sheriff sort of talking to the camera. So I'm going to do one of those for practice. Increase the size so I can read. Oh, too far. All right. This is No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy. That's going to be great. Now, I don't know if law enforcement work is more dangerous now than it used to be. I know when I first took office, you'd have a fist fight somewhere, and you'd go break it up, and they'd offer to fight you. Sometimes you had to accommodate them. They wouldn't have it no other way. You better not lose, neither. You don't see that so much no more, but maybe you see worse. Had a man pull a gun on me one time, and it happened that I grabbed it just as he went to fire, and the plunger on the hammer went right through the fleshy part of my thumb. You can see the mark of it there, but that man had every intention of killing me. A few years ago, and it wasn't that many neither, I was going out one of these little two-lane blacktop roads of a night, and I come up on a pickup truck that there was just two old boys sitting in the bed of it. They kind of blinked in the lights, and I backed off some, but the truck had Coahuila plates on it, and I thought, well, I need to stop these boys and have a look. So I hit the lights, and whenever I'd done that, I seen the slider window in the back of the cab open, and here comes somebody passing a shotgun out the window to the old boy sitting in the bed of the truck. I'll tell you right now, I hit them brakes with both feet. It's kitted the unit sideways to where the lights was going out into the brush, but the last thing I seen in the bed of that truck was that old boy putting that shotgun to his shoulder. I hit the seat, and I just had it hit it. When here come the windshield all over me in them little bitty pieces to break up into. I had one foot on the brake, and I could feel the cruiser sliding down into the bar ditch, and I thought it was going to roll, but it didn't. It filled the car just full of dirt. The old boy, he opened upon me twice more and shot all the glass out of one side of the cruiser, and by then I'd come to a stop, and I'd laid there in the seat, had my pistol out, and I heard that pickup leave out, and I raised up and fired several shots to the taillights, but they was long gone. Point being, you don't know what all you're supposed to be, what you're stopping when you do stop somebody. Point being, you don't know what all you're stopping when you do stop somebody. You take out on the highway, you walk up to a car, and you don't know what you're liable to find. I sat there in that cruiser for a long time. Motor had died, but the lights were still on. Cab full of glass and dirt. I got out and kind of shook myself and got back in and just sat there, just kind of whispering my thoughts. Windshield wipers hanging in on the dashboard. I turned off the lights and I just sat there. You take somebody that will actually throw down on a law enforcement officer and open fire, you have got some very serious people. I never saw that truck again. Nobody else did neither. Or not them plates, no ways. Maybe I should have took out after it, or tried to, I don't know. I drove back to Sanderson and they pulled up at the cafe, and I tell you, they come from all over to see that cruiser. It was shot just full of holes. Looked like the Bonnie and Clyde car. I'd never mark on me. Not even from all that glass. I was criticized for that too, parking there like I'd done. They said I was showing out. Well, maybe I was, but I needed that cup of coffee too, I'll tell you. I read the papers every morning. Mostly, I suppose, just to try to figure out what might be headed this way. Not that I've done all that good a job at heading it off. Keeps getting harder. Here a while back, there was two boys running into one another, and one of them was from California and one of them from Florida, and they met somewheres in the between. And then they set out together, traveling around the country, killing people. I forget how many they did kill. Now, what are the chances of a thing like that? Them two had never laid eyes on one another. There can't be that many of them, I don't think. Well, we don't know. Here the other day, there was a woman put her baby in a trash compactor. Who would think of such a thing? My wife won't read the papers, no. Probably right. She generally is. There we go. I don't know if you've read any Cormac McCarthy. I love Cormac McCarthy. That was really fun for me. All right, let's spin the wheel. Riddles. Let's head on down to the riddle room. What is full of holes, but still holds water? What is full of holes, but still holds water? It's a sponge. The answer is sponge. It's a sponge that has full of holes and it still holds water. You probably know that's a sponge. In the wheel. Monologue. Well, let's head on back to the theater then. Oh, this will be fun. This is Lucky's speech from, if you're really listening while you're doing the dishes, this ought to confuse the crap out of you. If you've never seen the play Waiting for Godot, you should. It's wonderful. It's on YouTube. About two guys waiting for a guy named Godot, but he doesn't show up. Spoiler alert. Instead, there's a guy named Pozzo, who's a rich fat man, and his slave named Lucky, who show up. Now, Lucky, he doesn't speak the entire play, except at one point, just to show off, Pozzo orders him to speak. And this is what he says. Given the existence as uttered forth in the public works of Puncher and Watman of a personal god, qua, 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 with white beard, qua, 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 outside time without extension, who from the heights of divine apathia, divine athambia, divine aphasia loves us dearly, with some exceptions for reasons unknown, but time will tell, and suffers like the divine Miranda with those who, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, are plunged in torment, plunged in fire, whose fire flames if that continues, and who can doubt it will, fire the firmament, that is to say, blast hell to heaven, so blue, still and calm, so calm with a calm, which even though intermittent, is better than nothing, but not so fast. And considering what is more, that a result of the labors left unfinished, crowned by the academy, by the anthropometry of Essie and Posse of Testu and Cunard, it is established beyond all doubt, all other doubt than that which clings to the labors of men, that as a result of the labors unfinished of Testu and Cunard, it is established as hereinafter, but not so fast for reasons unknown, that as a result of the public works of Puncher and Watman, it is established beyond all doubt that in view of the labors of Fartoff and Belcher, left unfinished for reasons unknown, of Testu and Cunard, left unfinished, it is established, what many deny, that man in Posse of Testu and Cunard, that man in Essie, that man in short, that man in brief, in spite of the strides of alimentation and defecation, is seen to waste and pine, and concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the strides of physical culture, the practice of sports such as tennis, football, running, cycling, swimming, flying, floating, riding, gliding, conating, camogie, skating, tennis of all kinds, dying, flying, sports of all sorts, autumn, summer, winter, winter tennis of all kinds, hockey of all sorts, penicillin and succedanea, in a word, I resume, and concurrently, simultaneously, for reasons unknown, to shrink and dwindle, in spite of the tennis, I resume, flying, gliding, riding, golf over 9 and 18 holes, tennis of all sorts in a word for reasons unknown, and Peckham, Fulham, Clapham, namely, concurrently, simultaneously, what is more for reasons unknown, but time will tell to shrink and dwindle. I resume. Fulham, Clapham, in a word, the dead lost per caput since the death of Bishop Berkeley, being to the tune of 1 inch 4 ounce per caput. Approximately, by and large, more or less to the nearest decimal, good measure, round figures, stark, naked, and the stockinged feet in Connemara, in a word, for reasons unknown. No matter what matter, the facts are there, and considering what is more, much more grave than the light of the labors lost, Steinweg and Peterman, it appears, though it is much more grave than the light of the labors lost of Steinweg and Peterman, that in the plains, in the mountains, by the seas, by the rivers, running water, fire, rotting, the air is the same, and then the earth, namely the air, and then the earth, and the great cold, the great dark, the air, and the earth, abode of stones, and the great cold, alas, alas, in the year of our Lord 600 and something. The air, the earth, the sea, the earth, abode of stones, and the great deeps, the great cold at sea, on land, and in the air. I resume for reasons unknown, in spite of the tennis. The facts are there, but time will tell. I resume, alas, alas, on, in short, in fine, on, abode of stones. Who can doubt it? I resume, but not so fast. I resume, the skull to shrink and waste, and concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the tennis, on, the beard, the flames, the tears, the stones, so blue, so calm, alas, alas, on the skull in Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the labors abandoned, left unfinished, graver still, abode of stones, in a word, I resume, alas, alas, abandoned, unfinished, the skull in Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the skull, alas, the stones, Cunard, tennis, the stones, so calm, Cunard, unfinished. That's a challenge. None of it makes sense. Feel good having gotten through that. All right, let's spin the wheel. Another song, why not? Let's head on out to the camping segment. Let's see. Here's a song by Ben Folds. Smile like you've got nothing to prove, no matter what you might do. You know there's always someone cooler than you. I know it's hard to believe, but there are people you meet. They're into something that is too big to be expressed through their clothes. And they'll put up with all the poses you throw, and you won't even know that they're not sizing you up. They know your mom fucked you up, or maybe let you watch too much TV. But they'll still look in your eyes to find the human inside. You know there's always something in there to see beneath the veneer. Not everybody made the list this year. Have a beer. Make me feel tiny if it makes you feel tall, but there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, you're the shit, but you won't be it for long. Oh, there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, there's always someone cooler than you. Now that I've got the disease, in a way I'm relieved, 'cause I don't have to stress about it like you do. I might just get up and dance, or buy some acid wash pants. When you don't care, then you've got nothing to lose. And I won't hesitate, 'cause every moment life is slipping away. It's okay. Make me feel tiny if it makes you feel tall, because there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, you're the shit, but you won't be it for long, because there's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, there's always someone cooler than you. There's always someone cooler than you. Yeah, there's always someone cooler than. Life is wonderful. Life is beautiful. We're all children of one big universe. So you don't have to be a chump. I'm calling that the end. Love Ben Folds. I just really got into AJR this week. AJR is apparently very popular with the young people, but I really enjoy this show. Speaking my language, I had a couple of monologue. Let's head on down to the theater. Let's do Ricky Roma. I listened to Ricky Roma's sales pitch. I listened to Glengarry Glen Ross probably 3 times this week. I don't know why, but I find it comforting. All train compartments smell vaguely of shit. It's so you don't mind it. It's the worst thing I confess. You know how long it took me to get there? A long time. When you die, you're going to regret the things you don't do. You think you're queer? I'm going to tell you something. We're all queer. You think that you're a thief? So what? You get befuddled by a middle-class morality. Get shut of it. Shut it out. You cheated on your wife? You did it. Live with it. Fuck little girls? So be it. There's an absolute morality? Maybe. And then what? If you think there is, then be that thing. Bad people go to hell? I don't think so. If you think that, act that way. A hell exists on earth. Yeah. I won't live in it. That's me. You ever take a dump that made you feel like you just slept for 12 hours? Or a piss? Great meals fade in reflection. Everything else gains. You know why? Because it's only food. The shit we eat keeps us going. It's only food. The great fucks that you may have had. What do you remember about them? I don't know. For me, what I'm saying is, it's probably not the orgasm. Some broad's forearm on your neck, something her eyes did. There was a sound she made. Or me lying in I'll tell you, me lying in bed. The next day, she brought me cafe au lait. Give me a cigarette. My balls feel like concrete. Huh? What I'm saying is, what is our life? Looking forward or it's looking back? And that's our life. That's it. Where's the moment? What is it that we're afraid of? Loss. What else? Bank closes. We get sick. My wife died on a plane. Stock market collapsed. The house burnt down. What do these happen? None of them. We worry anyway. What does this mean? I'm not secure. How can I be secure? We're amassing wealth beyond all measure? No, what's beyond measure? That's a sickness. That's a trap. There's no measure, only greed. How can we act the right way, we would say, to deal with this? There's a 1 in a million chance that so-and-so will happen. Fuck it. Won't happen to me. No. We know that's not the right way, I think. We say the correct way to deal with this is there's a 1 in so-and-so chance this will happen. God protect me. I am powerless. Let it not happen to me. But no to that, I say. There's something else. What is it? If it happens, as it may, for that is not within our powers, I will deal with it just as I do today, with what draws my concern today. I say this is how we must act. I do those things which seem correct to me today. I trust myself. And if security concerns me, I do that which today I think will make me secure. And every day I do that. When that day arrives that I need a reserve, A, odds are that I have it, and B, the true reserve that I have is the strength that I have of acting each day without fear, according to the dictates of my mind. Stocks, bonds, objects of art, real estate. Now, what are they? An opportunity. To what? To make money? Perhaps. To lose money? Perhaps. To indulge and learn about ourselves? Perhaps. Fucking what? What isn't? They're an opportunity. That's all. They're an event. A guy comes up to you, you make a call, you send in a brochure. It doesn't matter. There are these properties I'd like for you to see. What does it mean? What do you want it to mean? Money? that what it signifies to you? Security? Comfort? All it is things that happen to you. That's all it is. How are they different? Some poor newly married guy gets run down by a cab. Some busboy wins the lottery. All it is, it's a carnival. What's special? What draws us? We're all different. We are not the same. We are not the same. James, I want to show you something. It might mean nothing to you, and it might not. I don't know. I don't know anymore. What is this? Glengarry Highlands, Florida. Florida, bullshit. Maybe that's true, and that's what I said, but look here. What is this? This is a piece of land. Listen to what I'm going to tell you right now. Oh. I enjoy the practice. Hey, I got a part in a movie. I don't know if I told anybody that. I'm going to be playing a part in a locally produced film. I'm going to be playing the clueless boyfriend of the star's girl that he gets hooked up with at the end, like the bad boyfriend. So I'll be rude and goofy and selfish. It'll be fun. All right, let's spin a wheel. Back to the wisdom. Cool, I like wisdom. To a longer piece. Sorrow prepares you for joy. It violently sweeps everything out of your house so that new joy can find space to enter. It shakes the yellow leaves from the bough of your heart so that fresh green leaves can grow in their place. It pulls up the rotten roots so that new roots hidden beneath have room to grow. Whatever sorrow shakes from your heart, far better things will take their place. Single poem has come up yet. I'm a little upset about that. I like the poem. 3 monologues and no poems. All right, Shakespeare. Well, I suppose that's a good point. We have been doing this. All right, we are still doing the sonnets, and we are now up to sonnet number 53. But God forbid that made me first your slave, I should in thought control your times of pleasure, or your hand the account of hours to crave, being your vassal, bound to stay your leisure. Oh, let me suffer, being at your beck, the imprisoned absence of your liberty, and patience, tame to sufferance, bide each check, without accusing you injury. But where you list, your charter is so strong that you yourself may privilege your time to what you will. You it doth belong. Self to pardon of self-doing. I am to wait. Waiting so be hell. Not blame your pleasure, be it ill. That's been the wheel. Hey, look at that, it came up poem, why not? I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, on whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God is free. Ask me anything. Boy, wouldn't that be nice? Shakespeare again. Why not? I never get sick of this. Another sonnet? You've got it. This is, whoop, wrong button. This is sonnet number 59. Now we're in good shape. Okay. Sonnet 59 by William Shakespeare. If there be nothing new but that which is hath been before, how are our brains beguiled, which, laboring for invention, bear amiss the second burden of a former child? Oh, that record could with a backward look, even of 500 courses of the sun, show me your image, some antique book, whose mind at first in character was done, that I might see what the old world could say to this composed wonder of your frame, whether we are mended, or whether better they, or whether revolution be the same. Oh, sure I am the wits of former days to subjects worse have given admiring praise. Let's see. That? Go on back. Let's check the chat chalet. What's going on with my hair? Why did it start getting all straight in the front? It's supposed to be curly. I think it looks cool. Okay, we're bringing it back. That's all right. Let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Dum 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 dum. Monologue. Let's head on back to the theater. Oh, monologue. This is Just a Ride by Bill Hicks. The world is like a ride at an amusement park. And when you choose to go on it, you think it's real because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time and they begin to question, is this real or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered and they come back to us. They say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. We have a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up. Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my big bank account and my family. This just has to be real. Just a ride. But we always kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok? But it doesn't matter because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings or money. A choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear want you to put bigger locks on your doors, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love instead see all of us as one. Here's what we can do to change the world right now to a better ride. Take all that money we spend on weapons and defense each year and instead spend it feeding, clothing, and educating the poor of the world, which you could do many times over, not one human being excluded, and we can explore space together, both inner and outer, forever. Doom, 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 doom. Let's see. No jokes today, but that's fine. No conspiracy theories, that's fine. As long as we got wisdom. Song! Hey, good, I like singing songs. Let's head on back to the campfire. See, got a lot of living left to do, made famous by the fantastic Sammy Davis Jr. There are girls just ripe for some kissing, and I mean to kiss me a few. Oh, those girls don't know what they're missing. I've got a lot of living to do. And there's wine all ready for tasting, and there's Cadillacs all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is a-wasting. There's such a lot of living to do. There's music to play and places to go and people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a ball if only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living to do. Why, there's music to play and places to go and people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a ball if only you know it. It's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living, such a lot of living, such a lot of living to do. Ha! Man, my hair really does look silly, even in the moonlight. Doesn't matter. One more spin the week. Poem. Come on, poem. Go, 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 go. Up, what do we got? Monologue. One last monologue before we go. Dennis and Thursday, this is Nut Spacing from Patriot. Great show. Dennis and Thursday to cover our rand implement. We're going to task off today and prep for him. John, let's give you field 4. You should have covered some of this in Ground of Luxembourg, but you fucked that up. But they're still on the hook. Now, don't overpromise this week. Sell them on the structure. You can talk about it with confidence. Just keep it simple, like this, John. Hey, let me walk you through our Donnelly nut spacing and crack system rim riding grip configuration. Using a field of half-C sprats and brass-fitted nickel slits, our bracketed caps and Splayflex brace columns vent dampers to dampening hatch depths of 1/2 meter from the damper crown to the spur plinths. How? Well, we bolster 12 husk nuts to each girdle jerry, while Flex Tandems press a task apparatus of 10 vertically composited patch hamplers. Then pin flam-fastened pan traps at both maiden apexes of the gym joist. A little something like that. Then pin flam-fastened pan traps at both maiden apexes of the gym joist. Awesome. Huh. Well, we had some fun. Hope I kept you company while you're doing the dishes. I had a good time. Let's head on back to the chat chalet. We had fun today. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for checking in with me. Consequently, I missed you a lot. I'm glad you're back. I hope everything turns out okay at work. Don't work too hard. Good luck finding equity for people of all genders. Sounds like a good idea to me. I had fun. Thanks for keeping me company. Let's close it out. I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna glow and grow till I'm so blue perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, lest I should become vain along the way. I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna learn the right words to talk. I'm gonna search and find a better way to walk. I'm gonna spit and polish my old rough-edged self till I get rid of every single flaw. I'm gonna be the world's best friend. I'm gonna go around shaking everybody's hand. I'm gonna be the cotton-picking rage of the age. I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Thanks for watching. And remember, the only way to save this country is for all of us to love one another. So love yourself and then love somebody else. Good night. Well, good morning, afternoon. Bye.